hear ye, brave souls and curious onlookers. Gather round as the fires of fate crackle and the drums of destiny thunder across the Iron Realm. Welcome to episode 48 of our ever unfolding saga, an odyssey forged in courage, betrayal, and choices that have or could topple kingdoms. It all began with a single spark in episode 1, and now that ember has become an inferno. If you've only just arrived, oh wandering soul, fret not. You've stumbled into the eye of the storm, but the entire journey is preserved. Every sword clash, whispered secret, and divine reckoning waiting for you to binge with abandon. Each Wednesday night, our fellowship gathers at the sacred table, where imagination reigns and dice defy gravity. From there, the tale is cast into the production dungeon, where tireless trolls shape it with hammer and flame. And come Sunday, it rises anew, polished and radiant, unleashed upon the world via YouTube for all to witness. But lo, our reach stretches further still. We've sown breadcrumbs across the digital wilds. Facebook, Instagram, the Iron Realm Wiki, even the enchanted scrolls of Pinterest. Follow us, stalk us, meme us. We revel in it all. Now, before we descend into the abyss of tonight's tale, let us first honor the champions who will shape fate itself. When I call your name, rise from the shadows. Speak your first name, your character's name, their race, class, and level. Let the crowd know who dares challenge the Iron Realm tonight. First up, we have Bradley.
Hello, Iron Realm aficionados. My name is Bradley, and I'm playing Kingfisher Blue, a level 6 Er'fro'ren mock, way of the open talon, who is smarter than you, and you know it. Alphazar.
Next up, we have Ria.
Hello, I am Ria. I play Lominde. She is a level 5 Eladrin Soul Knife rogue who just is happy to be here at this point. Does not know what's going on.
Next up, we have David.
Hello, my name is David. I play Q, a level 7 halfling cleric, an agent of chaos and goodness.
Then we have Allison.
Hi, I'm Allison. I play Theo and Kat. They're a Kalashtar and Cat duo. Rogues, level 6.
We have Matt.
Hey guys, I am Matt. I play Tolnar, level 7, half-elf rogue thief.
We have Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I play Aaron Stonefell, elf paladin level 5. I come from the frozen Northlands. I fight for the innocent in the name of the true bog. May his glory and light your path, fellow warriors.
And last but not least, we have John.
I'm John, and I play Zechariah, a level 6 human paladin, following also the burning and justified light of the Alpha Bog. Alphazar.
And as for me, I'm your humble dungeon master, your narrator, your tormentor, your guide through chaos and wonder. Steel your hearts, ready your spells, and let the story unfold. Tonight's episode recap of episode 47, titled Mimic Tongue Madness, Assassin Mulch, and the Colander of Courage characters. Combat ignites against a writhing assassin vine as Kingfisher Blue, Aaron, and Zechariah strike with precision and fury. Suddenly, enter Q, our brave halfling cleric, riding atop you too. like a rodeo champion, colander helmet askew and bobbing wildly. One hand clutching the cookware, the other gripping U2's side in a death hug of faith and panic. Kingfisher delivers the finishing flurry, ginsuing the assassin vine into a fine mulch, which he lovingly begins hand-feeding to U2 like it's a gourmet snack at a 5-star stable. Meanwhile, Theo is in her own world, riding a euphoric high from nibbling catnip trophies. With danger momentarily quelled, the party ascends from the haunted library floor to level 2 of the monastery. Relpek shares a hushed memory. The slain guard drake they find was once his friend, a hint of darker chapters he's yet to reveal. Onward to level 1, the adventurers emerge beneath a towering dwarven monk statue, stone and solemn. Relpek believes his pack and the missing planetary sphere lie in the chapel, just one level above. They find the stairs behind a unique door system, but standing between them and the chapel is a blood giant and 4 elementals, blood elementals. Pulsing, seething, and very interested in spilling everyone's blood. Enjoy some grain soak ale while you wait for episode 48 to see whether our heroes keep their blood inside their bodies or if Er'fro'ren becomes their very stylish, very permanent mausoleum. Warning, colanders are not rated for anti-giant protection. Let's roll. Good evening, fellow warriors.
Roar!
Roar.
Good evening.
Oh, good to see
We're
you.
in for a good one.
The first thing that we need to do is for everybody to roll initiative and tell me what you get.
What? No.
There's a way to start an episode.
You have just walked into the staircase area that happens to have a blood giant and 4 elementals, and Kingfisher Blue is right there on the cusp with one of our blood elementals. So when I call your name, if you would tell me what your initiative is. I will get my initiative tracker up here so that I can do this right. Of course, it's going to. It would not be a game without having. I know. Anyway. All right. Kingfisher Blue, what have you got?
17.
17. Aaron
He
Stone.
was standing by the jukebox.
Aaron, what have you got?
8.
8.
That's 8.
8. Talnar.
7.
Zechariah.
10.
And Q.
I also have a 17 with a +1 on my initiative.
Kingfisher, you have.
My Dex initiative is +5.
+5.
So you go first.
All right. Theo and Kat.
3.
3. All right. And last but not least, Lomende, what you got?
5.
5. Okay. And now it's my turn to roll for. Oh,
Y'all some slow feather pluckers.
do what?
Watch your language.
Okay.
He's being flighty and cute.
Yeah. Birds of a feather flock together.
It's all to find out if I'll be molting or molten after this.
One deep fried. All right. So it looks like first up is going to be Kingfisher Blue.
Well then. Good. I will initiate my using a key point. Let me go ahead and mark that off so I don't forget. That would be a real shame if I forgot to mark off a key point. All right. And I roll again my flurry of blows. So with my first action, I will make 2 attacks towards the blood. You said elemental?
It's a blood elemental that is standing next to you. Yes, it's red.
Yeah, I will put my talon in each of his eye sockets and attack. So my first attack, talon to the eyeball. There we go. That is a 20, dirty 20 to hit.
20 does hit. Blood.
So to his first eyeball, I do 7 points of damage, and he needs to make a DC 15 saving throw to avoid being knocked prone.
Whoa. And roll the 16.
Ooh, all right. Well, let's try again then.
AC is 14.
Okay, all right. Right, I hit a second time with my flurry of blows. To his other eyeball, doing 9 points of damage, and once again, he must make a DC 15 saving throw to avoid being knocked prone.
So you said 19? I mean,
Yes.
9? Is that right?
Yes, 9 points of damage to his other eyeball.
16 total. And rolls a 19.
Well, not quite according to plan, but I turn to his boss.
Dun, dun, dun.
And I place a talon directly below his belt buckle. And here we go. This is not going well. This is not going well at all. Get out your little chart, Dungeon Master.
Oh, really? Roll the 1.
Roll a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh boy. What? Roll a d20, please.
Three.
A 3. Okay. You used a talon, correct?
Yes.
Well, according to this, a 3 is a goodbye fair blade.
Oh no.
You're not using. I guess it's more of a natural weapon, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let's roll that back. Roll a d10 instead, please. Let's do this right. If we're using a talent, it's not going to be.
1.
You want a 1. Ouch. You snap one or several teeth or claw against your victim's armor, shield, or weapon. You receive 1d3 HP of damage, and furthermore, you must subtract the results of the same d3 roll from damage done using this natural weapon from now on.
Subtract 3 damage. So I take 3 hit points of damage?
Up to 3. So roll, well...
Roll a d3?
1d3
Sure.
hit point. How in the world do you do? I guess use it.
D6 divided by 2.
D6, D6, and break it down into pairs. 1, 2, 3. So 1 and 2 is a 1, 3 and 4 is 2, 5 and 6, 3. So you can do a D3.
Do you want me to roll it, Bradley?
Oh no, I've got it.
Okay.
I'm rolling a d3. One.
A 1. Okay. So,
So I take 1 hit point of damage?
You take 1 hit point of damage, and you must subtract the result of the same D3 roll from damage done using this natural weapon from now on. So when you use your talon, you have to minus 1 point of damage each time that.
All right, but just to clarify, I have 4 of them.
Yes, I understand that, but you were using 1 of your talons against. So one of your talons, you just have to make sure that if you use it, you have to subtract 1 point.
I was kicking, so I'll just use my top talons from now on.
Top talons is your wings.
All right. So that hurt, but I will try yet again.
Better than it breaking off, right?
Yeah. Chipped my. It must have been wearing a cup. So I will. I will attempt to hit him once more in the gut. $16
hits.
Ooh, that's delightful. All right. Therefore, that does 7 points of damage. And he also must make a DC 15 saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay. Oh, rolled a 9.
Aha!
Wow.
Well, I knocked down the one I didn't intend to knock down, but you're right. The blood giant is
yes, the blood giant is now prone.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that doesn't happen very often, but well done. Especially twice your size, 3 times your size. Wow. Okay.
You just have to know where to kick.
That was awesome. Okay, Q.
I am going to cast Bless. Bless your hearts.
Okay.
I am going to bless Kingfisher, Tolnar, and somebody else willing to jump in there, but not me.
Who else? Anyone else jump in the fray? Oh! Looks like Aaron Stonefell has answered the call. So your blessing can be used with 3 people. Is that it?
According to the mystical tomes of magic and mystery, I can bless 4 actually.
Okay.
So
anybody else?
Theo, Cat, Kingfisher, Talnar, and the next person who has initiative after me.
That would be Zechariah.
Zach. A Zach attack.
I love that. That's cool. Okay, so each of you or your condition is bless. So, okay. And that is all you can do. Is that right?
That's all I can do.
Okay. All right. That will bring up the blood giant. The blood giant, only thing that he can do at this point right now is to try and get unprone. And to be unprone, he has to have what or higher? It's what was it on prone?
It used to be just the half of your movement.
Yeah, you just have to state you're standing up, but your movement is halved.
Okay. So his speed is...
The DC is 15, but that's only off the attack. So.
Yeah. Okay. So he is going to try and stand. He's not moving anywhere, so he's... that's his movement to be unprone. That is also considered his action. So he has... Really? Huh. He has one. Only has one action. So, that being said, thing he can do is to try and stand up, which he does. That will end his turn. I may have written that down wrong. I thought he had more than one turn, but regardless, we're going with one turn. So, and anybody can say in the comments that it's different, but for tonight, we're going with one, and that's what I'm sticking to. So,
You are the boss, therefore that is the rules of the
I'm the
world.
DM, dang it, and I will do it my way. Okay. Like we haven't had any complaints, so we're just gonna go with it. Okay. Blood Elemental Red is going to go after Kingfisher Blue. Blood Elemental book is going to use
Not his eyes.
no, he's going to use Slam.
Is this a mosh pit?
Boys be boys.
And rolls an 18.
Oh, sad trombones. Just missed.
Just missed. Are you 19?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. So he does have another attack. He can do a slam again. And he rolls a 3. So he missed. Bummer. I guess the blood was just too slick.
He scares the bird droppings out of me and then misses wildly.
I could see that happening. That would be very interesting, to say the least. Okay. So, Blood Elemental Blue is actually going to make his way out into the hallway and is going to go after Q. Let me ask you a question, Q.
Sir.
Do you anticipate you being involved in the battle in any way other than getting you out of harm's way?
That's all he's going to do.
Okay. So attacking him probably will not do any good other than just ticking you off.
I mean, if you want to attack my sheep, go for it.
No.
We can always get another sheep. We can always clone another. Okay.
I got that far in the lab.
If you attack my sheep, I'm going to roll initiative for the sheep, and he will start acting accordingly.
Okay. Thank you very much, and we'll cross.
It's been done before.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it if we need to. The elemental is going to go after you, Q, and rolls a 4 for the first slam, and then rolls a 3 for the second slam. So he misses both.
His poetry sucks.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. And
Vogon poetry.
Us to Zechariah.
Remember,
So
add a D4 for your blessing.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna send let's start with the undead mimic. It has 10 feet of movement. So
10 feet, that's only 2 blocks.
gotcha.
Go right in front of Relpic.
Then I'm also here we'll do that's right. And he doesn't have any. There's no range. Let's see what his pseudopod is.
Other than the javelin being stuck in him. That's the only thing.
Well, I recover. Oh yeah. Okay, that's right.
Don't you have to keep the javelin in him in order for him to be undead?
No,
Oh,
not that I read.
Okay.
Not that I read.
Okay, no problem. No problem. What you got?
I was just seeing if he had any ranged. He doesn't. Okay, so I'm just going to move him so he can start moving towards combat. Then I'm also going to come down here just to basically position myself in front of Relpec, and then focus on the giant with a javelin, or throw a javelin at the giant. 24 to hit.
24 hits. Let's see. His armor class is 15.
So 4 damage
4.
to the blood giant.
Okay.
And second attack, I'll just go ahead. I'll throw another javelin.
Okay.
See if we can soften him up a little bit. 13, which is a miss.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, I'm done.
Did you add the D4?
Yeah, did you add the D4?
Oh, wait a minute. The D4 is on any roll.
Attack and saving throws.
Nice. Here comes that D4. With a 2, which makes it a 15.
15
which
hit.
which turns it into a hit.
Yeah.
Look at there. That divine blessing.
How long does the blessing last?
10 rounds.
10 rounds. Okay.
So 6.
6 points. So 10 points total.
So 10 total.
Okay. Cool beans.
I'm done.
Okay. That brings up Aaron Stonefell. And remember that you are blessed as well.
Hear something in the background. That is my dog. I will deal with it in a moment.
It's okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I am going to use my firebolt. Is that the blue one next to me?
Yes. He is standing right.
Right next to me. So we're about to get scorching hot. Hopefully. So let's roll here. Let's see what we got. And we did not hit, most likely. We got a 7.
Yeah. It has to be a 14 or higher.
Oh, we're in trouble. Let's see. But
Question.
we
Did you
else.
roll
That was the cantrip.
Did you roll a D4?
No, that
Okay,
was that
when
the
you
wrong one?
When you attack, you roll a D4.
Oh, I did it on the.
what your number was.
I used the buttons that are here with it on D&D and Beyond.
7
Because
plus
of
4
the
would be
spell.
11, those.
11.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't matter, but still, yeah.
Still remember that when you roll, add well, it's a D4, so you have to roll a D4 by itself to see what.
Do you see the dice off to the left, Lisa?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can roll individual dice over there, and that's what David's blessing did. You can roll a single D4 and add it to a roll or your attack or saving throws.
To your attack roll.
Yeah, or saving throws.
Yeah, or save.
It's not letting me do that.
On the left, like when you click on the little red D20, it should open up a list of dice for you.
Yes.
Okay.
The one that says D4, I click on it.
Click it one time.
And nothing happened.
There's not a little red bar that comes up at the bottom next to the X.
Oh, there it goes. This is a
They
2.
rolled. There you go. Right. Yep.
So you add that 2 to whatever your attack roll is.
So a little cool little thing, Lisa, just really quick, or even for the audience, and for D&D Beyond, when you open up those dice and you get all those dice up, that's how you can roll your individual dice. And every time that you click a dice, it'll actually add to the roll. So if Chris said, you need to roll 66, you can just click 6 times on a D6, And then when you roll it, it'll roll 66.
D6.
So I should have. So anyway, that would have been 7 plus 2. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Okay.
And
But
this,
it's still not enough.
it didn't
to hit.
hit, but
I have.
remember, use that the next time.
Yeah, that was a cantrip. Do I still get my bonus action?
Oh yeah. Well, if it's a cantrip, it is.
Oh,
You can do that at any point in time. So yes, you can use your bonus.
Okay. We are going to try a new one. Just because we want to. Where did I put it? It was actions. It is called the Legion of 5 Fisticuffs.
Wow.
And we are, yes, because I named it that. It is. I'm going to hit him with my armored fist. That's the Legion of 5 Fisticuffs. So I have rolled a d20 and a d4, and to everyone, and let's see what we get. All together is still a 9. I'm just suck at this.
Okay.
So anyway, I swung and missed.
Okay.
But it's a cool name anyway.
Definitely.
It's a very cool name.
Absolutely. Get that in the manual.
It's a right hook.
Let's see. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm actually looking at your page.
Yes.
Or at your character sheet. You have 2 attacks. So you've used one, but you can use another one, and you've used your bonus action. So you can attack again.
Oh, I want to try it one more time, just for fun.
Which are you gonna do?
The Legion of 5 Fisticuffs, just because it's fun to say, and it's fun.
And 5-finger death punch was already taken.
That's right.
Great band, but
Come on, baby. 14.
14, and this is
To hit?
that. Yes,
14 to hit?
that hit.
Okay. Now, do I add the D? It has a 3 over here for bludgeoning. And it says 3 damage. Like it just says 3 for bludgeoning next to it.
Static damage, probably. Yeah, it's just, that's your damage. Because you're
Okay.
punching somebody.
3 for damage. There you go. That was fun.
So you did 3 points of damage. Is that
I
what?
did. Just for fun.
And this
That
was
made me happy.
3 points. Okay,
And now I'm going to mute myself so I can take care of this dog.
that's okay. Totally understand. Let's see. That brings up Talnar.
Okay. So Tolnar, since no one's moving into the actual room as much,
Not yet.
Tolnar will go on the opposite side of Kingfisher of the blood giant, right? Or the little blood minions.
The blood elemental.
The blood elemental. I'm flanking with Kingfisher.
Okay.
That would be a 21 to hit.
That hit.
Oh, I'm sorry, 19 to hit.
It still hits.
And that would be 1d8 plus 4d6 because of my my brain's going dead. My sneak attack damage plus my regular d8. So that'd be 4 plus 4 to 8, 12, 17, 18, 19 points of damage. And bonus action with my short sword because of 2-weapon fighting. That would be a 25 to hit.
Hits.
and 4 points of damage. And that is my turn.
So, that will bring up elemental green. Oop. I just saw a yellow triangle go across my screen. That was really wild. Okay. Green is going to go over. I hate to say it, you two. He's gonna come after you. And rolls a 4. He misses with the slam 1.
That was a bad decision.
As I channel my divinity, I have a shield around me of glowing goodness. Either that or the sheep farted.
I wouldn't be surprised if both happened at the same time. Okay, so slam 2 and rolls a 19 on you.
Ouch.
Yes. Let's see. That would be. Where is it? There it is. That would be 7 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Ouch. However, that may break my concentration.
Uh-oh. Now remember, that's you two. That's the sheep, not you.
Oh, the sheep got hit.
The sheep got hit, not you.
Okay, therefore I'm still concentrating.
Yes.
I'm just mad, but concentrating.
It's starting to smell like pork chop. Not pork chop. It's starting to smell
Lamb
like
chops.
Lamb chops, play along.
Is you two still up and kicking?
Never ends. Just goes on and on. Okay. Miss Shirley and Lamb Chop. Okay. So, you has been hit.
You has been killed at 7 points.
Oh no! Really?
We have crumpled wool.
Oh, I'm so sorry, you. I didn't realize that it was going to kill you. Well, if it's
Sheep
the
has a mere 4
only
hit
we
points.
have during this game, I'll be okay with that. That's the
Me
second
and mounts do not typically fare well.
That's the second sheep that we've had hurt. Okay, Lominde, it is your turn.
All right. I should probably. Quick question for sneak attack damage. I just need an ally within 15 feet, right?
Within 5 feet of the enemy.
Okay, well, I might as well just move in at that point.
Or if you have advantage. So depending on who you're attacking, we're trying to attack the blood giant or the elemental, you will still get your sneak attack damage off because you have allies. Your allies or the enemy of your enemy within 5 feet of the one you're attacking.
Yeah, you have friends everywhere. Or
Nice handle reference.
allies.
See, that's what I thought. Anyway, I'm going to be attacking the blood giant. 21 to hit.
Okay, bring your character into the room.
She might be throwing her daggers.
That's what I was doing. I think I'm in range.
Check to see what.
Yeah. My range is 60 feet thrown, and I'm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were trying to go in for the gut kill or if you were trying to throw, so I assumed too much. Okay, and you said what did you hit with?
21 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay, 8 points of base damage, and then then 15 points of sneak attack.
Wow. Nice.
And I am going to bonus action real quick. 20. I'm still hitting the blood giant. 22 to hit,
That hits.
and 3 points of damage.
3 points.
And
Nice.
for the end of my turn, I am just going to slide into the corner of the room, and that ends my turn.
Okay.
Fly to the left.
Yeah. Blood orange. Blood orange. Is going
Very nasty fruit you have there.
Yeah. Is going to, let's see, movement of 30. 5. Should do it this way.
I think the blood orange should citrus one out.
15, 20, 30.
That joke lacked appeal.
Oh. No more annoying orange.
Ugh.
Okay. Okay. So that is his movement. Can't do anything. Okay, so that's the only thing that the blood orange can do is to move. That brings up Theo and Cat.
Finally!
Meow.
No. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, cool. That works. Just gonna move over to the orange and try to hit it.
Okay.
Five?
5 does not hit.
Alright.
Oh,
I'm done.
it takes a lot more than that to kill a player character. Okay.
Is it clear that the dice doesn't like me today? You know.
Change your dice. As I've always said, if you're using D&D Beyond and you see that your dice aren't rolling the way that you want to, go into the dice changer or your collection of dice and change it to a different set.
Yeah, see, I rolled that 5 on initiative using the online dice, and I said, and I'm changing to physical.
Yeah.
Allison,
I rolled the physical dice for initiative.
Okay.
And what I just did was switch to online.
Okay. So.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Well, like I said, if it doesn't work, change it up. So. Okay. That will bring us back to the top of the order. Kingfisher Blue. Do remember that you are still blessed. It is round 2.
Yes, I am blessed. All right, then. We shall initiate yet another McFlurry of blows.
McFlurry.
Da-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it. And, copyright. Sorry.
Long as the ice cream machine is working.
Yes. All right. Expending yet another key point. Okay, wait a minute. What happened here? Anyway. First attack. I was prepared. All right. I will go in reverse order of the last time, which means the blood giant is getting the first talent, and since he damaged one of my talons, I will hit him with that one first to try to prove that you can't hurt me. And therefore,
It's just a flesh wound.
just only a what is it? A keratin wound. Whatever my talons are made out of. Flurry of blows. There we go. Oh, 26 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
27 to hit, actually. Yeah.
Or blessed.
This will do 6 points of damage, since that was my damage talon.
Okay.
And same applies with every attack with the flurry of blows. DC 15 saving throw to avoid not being knocked on your butt.
Oh, he rolled a 5. He is
Down he goes again.
so. I think what it is that you've got the blood giant that is standing on the steps, and every time that he tries to hit or he gets hit, he continues to fall over his feet and the staircase. So it makes perfect sense that he would go prone.
The giant is falling down, falling down, falling down. All right. My second attack, now with advantage since he is prone. And with a blessing. All right. Well, that's a 23 to hit. I'm going to roll it again. 23 being that first time, since I do have advantage. And just, see if I get a nat 20. No, 19. 20 is dirty 20. So we'll take the first roll. And that does 10. Yes, 10 points of damage. And I'll I rip at his lower kneecap. And, all right. That was 2, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. Tolnar seems to have our other little friend there engaged, so I will attack the blood giant a third time.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit, but with advantage, so let's try again. Okay, we'll take the 19. And 11 points of damage to the other kneecap.
11 points. Okay.
Yeah. And for my fourth trick, that is a dirty 20 to hit, rolling with advantage. Hold on. Trying to see if I can get a crit in, but no. I'll take that. And another 11 points of damage, this time to his belly button. Let's rub the talon there and do 11 points of damage to his navel.
Okay.
I'm not impressed with this blood giant. Yet.
And the blood giant is actually not looking too well. He is constantly getting pummeled by you, and because he's a prone, he's struggling to try and get himself up to try and move around, and it's not happening.
And so with it's not really a bonus action because crying is a free action, but I will say you're getting killed by a bird. Ha!
Yeah, you're being beaten up by a bird.
Emotional damage. All right. And I shall return.
Q.
Because he has hurt my critter, and I am angry, I am enraged, I am ticked off and mildly miffed, I'm going to throw a javelin at blue or green. Who killed my critter?
Green did.
Green. Javelin.
Javelin. Uh-oh.
I'm going to make it. Oh, pardon me. Trident.
Okay. Oh, yes. The trident. I remember that.
12.
A 12 does not hit. It is a 14 or higher.
However, as a bonus action, I am now going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Put it right on him and swing with it.
Okay.
21.
21 hits.
And it gets a whole 4 points damage.
4 points of damage is better than no points of damage. That's what I say.
However, in my anger and confusion and otherwise upsettingness, I have to drop the blessing for the spirit weapon.
Okay. So, the blessing has disappeared for Kingfisher, Zechariah, Aaron, Stonefell, and Talnar. Please be aware of that when you come up to fight them again. Let's see, that will bring up the Blood Giant, who is trying valiantly to get up, and will do so using half of his movement to get up, and then he is going to attack. In his confusion, okay, let's see. He is going to use Blood Spear and to try and attack Kingfisher. And rolls a 12. So he missed.
12 misses. I'm not.
Okay. So all he could do. Oop. And then we have Elemental Red is going to attack Polnar. Since he just came into the fight. And he rolls. Oh, rolled a nat 1. Melee. Love these. All right. So he's using a slam. So that is going to be natural weapon since he's not using this. I mean, weapon. So need to use a D10. 10. 4. Wild swing. You overextend yourself going for the kill. Your opponent gains advantage on attack rolls against you for 1 turn. Matt, did you get that?
Advantage for 1 turn. Got it.
So Red is going to try and attack again. Got 2 attacks. Rolls an 11, so he missed you completely. That brings up Blue. Blue is going to attack Aaron Stone with let's see, with Slam, and he rolls a 3 for the first one, so he misses completely. Second one, he rolls a 14. What is your AC? Your AC is, your armor class is a 16. The big one in the shield. missed on both accounts. That brings up Zechariah.
All right. So send the undead mimic. We'll saunter over to blood elemental red and slam it in its chest as a slam attack. So D20 plus 8. Oh, 27.
Okay. So we rolled a 19.
Rolled a 19.
Wow.
Well, plus 8, right?
Yeah.
2d8 plus 5 bludgeoning damage.
2d8 plus 5.
So here's the 2d8 part. 13 plus 5 is 18.
18 points of damage to red.
To red.
That kills blood elemental red.
Now, when the undead mimic kills a creature within 5 feet of it, the undead mimic can use a bonus action to devour the soul of that creature, unless the creature can make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. So let's start with that first.
Okay, I'll roll the 15 to see if we get the 15.
So yeah, DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. Please roll under it.
Rolled an 11.
Nice. On a failure, it says that the creature's soul is devoured. It can only be returned to life by a bunch of spells that no one's ever going to use on it. But each time that the mimic devours a soul, it gains 1d6 temporary hit points. Its strength score increases to a 2. And that goes on for 1 hour. Wow. So I'm going to roll 1d6. With a 5. So the undead mimic. Do you want to keep track? I mean, I'll keep track of it, but do you want to know the undead mimic's AC and hit points?
No. I don't need
Okay.
that. You keep that information.
Cool.
Seems like a rather paltry reward for devouring a soul, but all right.
Well, pretty cool. I mean, it gets a little bit of extra juice, right?
It gets something. I don't know whether I like that or not. Just in general, on general principle. But,
okay, I'll close
the soul to the mimic. I'm a bit worried.
So Zechariah will move in to melee combat with the blood giant.
6 years running, grain-soaked ale reigns supreme in the kingdom of Ithaca. Crafted by the Grain-Soaked brothers in small batches, originally served only in the Dusty Kettle Tavern in Ballistavia, now served across the realms. A wine is just a wine, but an ale is a brew. Grain-soaked ale now served across Ithaca and Asterag, not sold in Aphomet. Drink responsibly, not suitable for halflings, gnomes, or fairies.
and we'll stab him with the black ice spear. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Oh, and he is prone, so you get advantage.
He is
Okay,
no
so I'll remember that if I
no
need
longer
to.
prone.
Well, yeah, I guess like you're
He's no
saying,
longer
try it.
He got up.
Oh, he did? Okay, sorry, I missed that
Got
part.
up during his turn.
So, I think it's calculating. Just take that first number, which is 7, because I'm just, I've got my shield, and I'm taking the spear and just, stabbing him, obviously.
Yep.
So it was 7 piercing, but then there's also a static amount. There's 18 necrotic, which is just always. So
Okay,
so 18 plus 7, which is what, 25, right? So 25 to the blood giant.
Hold on. Oh wow. Okay. The blood giant goes down to one knee and then to the other as you stab him, and he falls forward, just missing you and Kingfisher as he hits the floor.
So now wait, because now things are getting ready to go completely off the chain. Is the blood giant dead?
The blood giant is dead.
Well, guess what? Now
You have a pet blood giant.
right. Now hold on. Now let's see what the rules are here, because I want to see. Because apparently I'm just going to start creating an undead army. So a creature slain by this weapon rises as a zombie servant under the wielder's command on their next turn. Now it does not say here, Chris, that it replaces another undead servant. So I now have, look how powerful the Alpha Bog is. I now have an undead, I need a stat block for an undead blood giant.
We're off to see the wizard.
Correct.
Wow. Okay.
This is why you play D&D, folks. This is why you play Dungeons and Dragons.
And this is why you don't be the DM, because of things like this that you have to research on.
Hey, I'm going to use I'm going to use Matt's quote. You gave me the weapon. You gave it to me. You gave me this. I didn't steal it from you.
I know.
Just like his eyes, just like his cloak of many eyes. What's that cloak, Matt?
Jeff has robe of
right.
eyes.
Totally different.
Right.
Different campaign, but yeah. Still.
And this is why the DM is not going to give us any more magical weapons.
This is why we love Chris as a DM. This is fantastic.
I have not given any of you any other.
Find 2 copper pieces in a fountain, and you're going to like it.
And you're going to like it.
And throw the mimic.
Okay. Yeah. So, and that's because that's what I was checking, and that description says it doesn't say anything about being only able to create one at a time. And even if it did replace the undead mimic, I don't care, because I'm obviously going to take an undead blood giant as my companion, or as my servant. It actually says zombie servant. So,
okay, give me just a second. I'll send you the. Goodness, come on. Okay. I'm sending this to you in Discord.
Okay.
Not for everyone's eyes to see, obviously. It's the link to it.
We're still seeing it.
I know. I don't know why it pops up on the wrong screen. I hate it when it does that. So, okay. That's for the blood giant. It's not for a undead blood giant, because there is no such thing as an undead blood giant.
Well,
Just now.
Well, that's yeah. Well, yeah, that's like I said. We'll just call it an undead blood giant. I mean, I don't,
So
We shall name him George.
love him and hug him and kiss him and call him George. So okay.
Now it does say that he will rise up on my next turn. So technically, I don't have him right now, but he's coming back.
If somebody was adventurous enough to cut off his head, or something else between now and the time of your next turn, then you're gonna have like pieces of a blood giant instead of having a whole blood giant. So
I will. Well, everyone would have seen that the last time that I killed something with that black ice spear, it became an undead servant. So everybody could realize that there's a possibility that that's going to happen again. If not, I will make a proclamation that the forces that are aligned against evil have a new servant, which will be under the Alpha Bog's command.
Okay.
And that was one spear attack, correct?
Yes. So there are 1, 2, 3. There are 3 blood elementals that are still in play. To deal with.
So I was back there, 5'10". I should still be able to come over here. I should still have enough movement to be able to come over here to blue.
Yep.
And let's stab blue. Then as a miss. Okay. And I don't have my blessing anymore.
Ew.
I thought it got replaced.
It disappeared because
right.
Q went into a rage with you.
Right.
I see. I apologize. I went to pick up my orc dash.
That's okay. I don't need to create another servant. Not yet. Okay, so I'm done.
Okay. Let's see. That brings up Aaron Stonefell.
I guess I shouldn't chop Zechariah's new pet into little bits. So let's
It is coming back as a force for good, correct?
Yeah, whatever. Necromancy, man. Which one of these bad guys took out you two?
Green.
Blue.
Green. So I would like to take my javelin of light and stick it into green. So let's
from your
Poor dog.
from
I'm
your
so
point of
sorry.
view, you can't. You could throw it, but you cannot.
Yes,
just stab him.
we are going to throw it.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Let me roll. Let's see. 9 does not hit, does it?
No, that does not.
Okay, well,
But you can try again. You've got 2 attacks.
yeah, I can try again. So let's do that one more time. 16.
16 does hit.
Yay! So let me go over here and see what our piercing damage is. It is 7 piercing damage.
Okay. 7 piercing damage to green.
2 green.
Right.
I avenge ye.
Uh,
You.
Will you be using a bonus action?
Of course. And that bonus action should be some type of smiting because smiting is fun. So how about some searing smite? Let's see where that is. Where's my searing smite? Where is that?
You smite as well.
There it is. Searing smite.
It's going to be under spells.
It's just a 1. Just 1 damage of searing smite.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I am done.
All right. That brings up Tolnar.
Okay. So Tolnar, since the blood giant's now coagulated, its form, he's gonna go on the opposite side of Orange, Cat and Theo.
How did you get there?
I walked. I was standing right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 15 feet.
Can't walk through a wall. That's a wall.
Sorry. Hold on.
The black part is the doors.
And yeah, it's gonna pop me right where that's at.
I just
Okay,
want
right
to
there.
make sure you understand. You can't go through a wall.
So yeah, that's
Oh yeah, you can.
so 30 would actually get me right there. So I mean, as long as I yell, "Oh yeah!" beforehand, we're perfectly fine. I mean, it's been proven time and time again on commercials. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Yes.
And with my sneak attack damage plus my D8 for my rapier +1, that is going to be 9, 12, 16, 21, 23 points of damage.
Okay. The orange.
And bonus action with my short sword, dual weapon fighting, or two weapon fighting. It will be a 22 to hit.
Okay.
And 1 point of damage.
Okay, 24 points total.
Yep.
All right. That brings us to green. Green is going to attack using slam on Q. Rolls a 6. Rolls a 14. Neither hit.
Neither one hit.
Neither hit. Okay. So.
In my righteous anger, I am being protected.
And then Lomende, your turn.
Okay, first I'm gonna move over to stand next to Zechariah. And I am going to go after Green.
Okay.
20 to hit.
Definitely.
All right, 10 points of psychic damage. And 15 points of sneak attack.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
I
said well done. What you got?
I am going to try to use my bonus action. 18 to hit.
That's it.
And 4 damage.
4 damage. Well done. Good job. That will bring up Elemental Orange. Got 2 people in close proximity. Come on. No idea where my penny is, so just instead.
I believe you traded it away for someone's thoughts.
Probably bought something with it. You can buy anything with it. Okay. Oop. That's good. Throw it somewhere where I can't get to it easily enough. All right. So he's gonna go after. Orange is gonna go after Talnar. And with attack. Rolls a 16 to slam.
That does hit.
That hits. Okay.
And I will use my reaction to take Uncanny Dodge, which will have to.
So he rolled 8 points of bludgeoning damage, which means you take 4 points. That's the first attack. Second attack rolled a 3, so that didn't do squat on the second. I'll put this up here. Okay. That brings up Theo and Kat.
All righty.
Sorry,
you do
and
have
yes.
advantage.
Yeah.
And yes, I am well aware that my camera is off. Unfortunately, you will not be able to see my beautiful face for the rest of the show because I have moved to my living room due to an arachnid. Due to a spider invading my space.
Okay.
Did you roll for initiative?
I tried! I only took 3 of its legs, and then it fell behind the couch, and I'm too terrified to stay out there.
Okay. If it's got 3 legs missing, it's not going to be able to go anywhere. It's just going to go around in a circle. So you can pretty much
think that.
Huh?
You'd think that.
That depends on the 3
We
legs.
have 2 arachnids here at home. I've seen what they can do.
I've seen a long leg spider walk around with 2 just fine, so.
That's the daddy long legs.
You know, I didn't want to say daddy, but still.
They're
Just
or
did.
you can call them harvesters, which is the
Anyway.
Using you. Anyways.
Go ahead, Theo. What you got for us?
I'm gonna try to slice orange again, see what happens.
you do have advantage.
What's my advantage?
Where I'm flanking, so
He's on the other
Agreed.
side of you.
So, would I need to roll anything extra, or?
you can roll another d20.
Heck yeah. I swear.
You're still distracted because of the spider.
I know that the spider was so tiny, but I was still so terrified of it.
Creepy crawlies.
I'll probably draw something to put in front of the blank screen.
Toads upon-
Yeah, no, that's not gonna hit either way. So, yeah.
It's 14 or higher is what you
Yeah.
need.
No,
No.
not even close.
Okay. So that brings us to the top of round 3. And Kingfisher Blue, it is your turn, sir.
Alrighty then. The landscape having changed, and what I thought was could have been my final destiny has been defeated, thanks to myself and my good friend Zechariah. Therefore, I will change my tactic. Also, quite peeved at Blood Elemental Green, because, I raised those sheep from birth, and quite sentimentally attached to them. So, I will attack Blood Elemental Green with my boomerang.
Okay.
There's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. About to get boomed upside the head.
Jiggy with it.
And that does 6 points of damage. And so I do a little dance and catch my boomerang again and slap him on the back of the head once more. Hopefully.
Throw it back at him.
Yep. 21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
All right. And that does 7 points of damage. Having done my damage, I will then make a strategic defensive maneuver and roll back to cover the good astronomer Relpek.
Yes, that is.
And
he is standing there by himself.
yes. Yeah. So I move back to cover Relpek and defend him against all would-be attackers in a very imposing monk martial arts Talon Tai Chi maneuver, looking back and forth, ready to defend the scientist with all my might and intelligence. And that ends my turn.
Defending all people, both foreign and domestic.
Sure, yes.
Zechariah, a quick note. Doesn't the mimic bench, doesn't it follow you wherever you go?
Well, it follows my commands.
Okay. So you
It is an altar mimic, not a bench.
Altar mimic. Excuse me. My apologies.
It just follows my commands.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that, whether he is supposed to actually follow you or not.
Nope. I can tell them what to do. They are independent. Well, of what you're saying, that they don't have to follow me.
Gotcha. Okay. It is your turn.
I am still very, very angry. I'm going to whack with the spirit weapon. As soon as I finish having mouse issues. However, a 12 does not hit.
Does not. Don't fight two.
And then I'm going to whack with my own weapon. I am so angry. I am, ineffective.
Okay.
Now I'm just going to hurl harsh language at him, because that's all I got left.
All right. Okay. So, Blood Elemental Blue up next. He is going to. All right. He's actually going to attack Zechariah with Slam. A 7 for the first. And rolls a 19 for the second.
It is one above what he needs to hit me with.
Okay. That would be 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay.
I take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Yes, sir. Try to find something that I'm looking for. It's always never where I want it to be when I want it to be. Okay. So, as Elemental Blue finishes its attack on Zechariah, you hear this mumbled, garbly sound coming and emanating from the Blood Elemental. And Green starts to mumble as well. You hear both of them. It's almost like bubbles popping, as it gurgles. I mean, the sound is raucous. It starts to get a little bit louder and a little bit louder and a little bit louder and a little bit louder as it does.
A little bit softer, then a little bit softer, then a little bit softer.
as it does so. You start to hear a noise from the center of the chamber, the round chamber, and you see the blood giant start to bubble and start to gyrate, to move. The staircase itself, the top of essentially the staircase goes from the level that you're on all the way up into the ceiling. That staircase, the way that it's built is in 2 sections, and that staircase starts to split open, not crumbling or anything, but just splitting open. And 2 hands that almost look mechanical in nature. They actually, everyone roll an investigation check. Let's put it this way.
I'm blinded by rage.
Blinded by rage. Okay. Does anyone have a 15 or a 10 or higher?
I do.
Same here.
I also do.
Yep, Zechariah does.
Okay, those of you who actually have 10 or higher, you can see that the fingers that come out look like horns, brass horns. They come up, they grab the blood giant, squeeze it, and pull it down into
Hey, that sounds.
in between the two sections of the staircase. And as they do, you can hear a very shrill sounding horn being played. And there's a chorus of screams at the same time. And then the elemental, not the elemental, but the blood giant disappears within those horns, and then the staircase closes up. The two, leaving the three blood elementals standing there chanting as the giant disappears. We continue to fight. And I got to get back to that screen. Okay, so that being said, Zechariah, it is your turn.
He took our pet blood giant.
So our blood giant, our blood giant servant is where?
Is where?
Yes.
In
other words, is it gone? As what Kingfisher Blue has surmised,
it is
my blood giant gone, or
he is gone. He is gone from this realm of existence.
Right. So I can't command it to break out of the stairs.
No.
And start causing havoc.
Said something while it was going down, like, "Defend yourself, kill your attacker."
Well, there is,
okay, so no blood giant. So I don't have a blood giant to command.
No blood giant.
All right.
I think he just made that up to keep us from having a blood giant.
Oh, well, that's okay. That's the DM's. That's the
Which
DM's
is fair.
purview, but that's okay. Just remember, there's three more potential blood elementals that can be servants. So
yes, well, look at the bright side of life.
We'll make an army one way or the other. We'll have an undead army one way or the other. So let's start with the mimic. The mimic actually is I'll send the mimic kind of back also along here with Kingfisher just to kind of keep watch around Relpec. And so then I will attack Blood Elemental Blue with the spear. With the black ice spear.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do anything. How about 24 to hit?
24 hits.
Okay, just take the damage that's going to be on the left. So 6 plus 18. So 24.
Okay.
Still up?
Yes.
Second attack on blue, 17 to hit.
17 hits, yes. It's 13 or higher.
10 plus 18, 28 points of damage.
Okay, 28 points of damage total, or 28 points of damage this time?
Plus the second attack was 28, and the first attack was 24.
Yeah, I think you said 24.
24 plus 28.
Okay.
Someone get a calculator.
I've got it.
42. No, 52.
52. 52 total.
Okay.
Do I have a blood elemental undead servant?
Still alive.
Wow.
All
right.
Your opponent looks tough.
I'm done. That's right. All right. That's it. That's the best I can do.
Okay. Hugh, I'm sending something to you in Discord.
Raj.
Wilco.
Marco. Sorry. Okay. There you go. Okay. So, that being said, that will bring up Aaron Stonefell.
So, how many? So we still just have the 3, huh?
Yes. Still have 3.
Well, I guess I will use my javelin once again
Okay. Okay.
and see if I can hit blue this time. Let's roll and see what we get. Does 12 hit?
12 does not hit. 14 or higher. So that's your first.
Okay, we will try again. And 8 does not hit either.
You have bonus.
Use the bonus action. But I would like to use a cantrip of firebolt just because I'm ticked off at that point. And I'm going to firebolt that sucker if I can. So let's see if that works. It'll let me do that. And it doesn't. So I'm done. I did not accomplish anything in my angst.
But you tried.
I did. I'm just having a hard night with my dog right now.
Oh, no.
Yes. It's the 3-month-old blues, I think.
There was a 5th blood elemental here, but they decided to multi-pass on this combat.
Yes.
If it makes you feel any better, my dogs started barking at 4:40 in the morning because my dad is away on a work trip. And so they woke up at 4:40 in the morning, started screaming their little heads off.
Oh.
And neither of them are puppies. They don't have an excuse.
Oh.
One of them's like graying at it. We're like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
Well,
Talnar.
Wednesdays are just hard for puppies.
Talnar, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, blood elemental with my rapier, plus 1. That would be a 26 to hit.
26 does hit.
And with sneak attack plus my D8 for my damage from my rapier, that'd be 8, 12, 15, 20 points of damage.
20.
Bonus action, short sword, 2-weapon fighting. And that is going to be a miss. And Chris, what do you want me to roll? Because that was a nat 1 plus 6.
And this is with a weapon.
Yes.
You said a short sword. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You need to roll a 20. D20.
Okay. So let me roll one I have been rolling with. So that's also not one.
That one. Oh. Okay. Weapon break. The force of your blow or parrying that of your opponent's causes your weapon to snap in two. For magical weapons, roll an additional d10 on one they break. So, your short sword is now broken.
Okay, fine. Yay. So now it's a dagger.
It's not like you guys don't have a plethora of weapons with you. It's just the ones that you're actually using to fight with, and others that you're carrying in the hopes of selling to the highest bidder once you get back to town.
It's not like Tolner doesn't have another short sword that he will pull out of his bag of holding.
So, anything else that you want to do, or you complete?
I look at him and go, well, we just need to cause you to have DIC, and that'd be it.
Okay. That brings Blood Elemental Green, who is going to attack Lominde, and is going to use Slam, and rolls a 12 for the first, and 9 for the second, so he misses completely. Not very good with that swipe. That will bring up Lominde. It's your turn.
Okay, so I am like fully horizontal right now, and I pre-rolled some stuff. But if you're wondering why the camera isn't on, I'm okay. I'm just physically very tired.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm going to go after Green still. To 26 to hit with a total of 6 psychic damage and 10 sneak attack.
This is on Green.
Yes.
So 16 total.
Correct.
Okay. Green is no more.
Sweet. And I still have a bonus action, so 15 even to hit, and a total of 4 damage to Blue.
You said 4 damage?
Yes.
Okay. Well done. That will bring up Orange. Orange is going to going after Tolnar, and rolls a 12 on the first, and that one on the second.
Let's hope he gets DIC.
Well, it's natural weapons, so it's a D10.
Oh yes, DIC is where they can't fight, so it's a natural. I mean, that would fit with it.
5. Wild swing. You overextend yourself going for the kill. Your opponent gains advantage on attack rolls against you for 1 turn, which you've had in the past too on that. So that's the end of his, and that brings up Theo and Kat.
Cool. I'm gonna keep trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do have advantage.
If my mouse would work. Because I'm excited at the same time.
Did you kill him a spider?
No. I'm in my room.
We could follow.
We'll go there.
No. We're not gonna talk about that. Nope.
Okay.
15 to hit.
15 does hit. Yes.
Okay. Mouse work, dang it. There we go. Being 6 damage to Orange.
All 3 of these are on their last ooze. So to speak.
Nice.
Anything else that you want to do?
Nope, I'm good.
Move this page. Excuse me. Okay. That brings us to the top of the order. Round 4. Ding, ding, ding. And Kingfisher Blue.
Alrighty then. Now that I'm in defensive position of Relpec, and the Mimic has joined me in defense of Relpec, which I will pat the altar on the dais, and I will throw my boomerang of destiny at Blood Orange.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
And that does 8 points of damage with the first one.
And
As the boomerang flood. Huh?
you're doing this to who?
Blood Orange Elemental.
Blood Orange. Okay, and you said 8 points.
8, yes.
Okay.
And I catch my boomerang in my own particular idiom and do it again. That is a dirty 20 to hit. And that does an additional 6 points of damage to Blood Elemental Orange.
I kind of see Kingfisher Blue throwing that boomerang like the little boy from was it the second Mad Max movie? Where he throws it and it chops off the guy's fingers, and then he grabs it and he goes underground again. I think it would be a little bit more graceful. Kingfisher Blue would be a little bit more graceful than the little boy was, but still.
And flamboyant.
Yeah, it still would be really bloody. Okay.
And I return to my defensive posture.
Relpec.
To Relpec, yes.
Okay. And that will bring up you. Woohoo.
And when the hands appeared, I began to scream horribly. And then the sound of my screams are cut off as I stare into the stairs, screaming, hell, 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 hath no fury. And I'm going to do a constitution check.
Okay.
Which I do survive. But I am now going to swing my weapon again for an attempt to stab. But the degree of upset and all that happened, I cannot do anything effectively.
Okay.
But I have now a very haunted look in my eyes.
All right. Let's see. That brings up Elemental Blue, and since you Q were the last one to attack it, it's going to try and attack you. And rolls an 11, and then a 10, so he misses.
Which misses.
Yes. That brings us to Zechariah.
So keep the undead ultra mimic where it is.
Okay.
And I will stab Blue with the spear.
Okay.
Oh, a 9. With actually that is that's a natural 1.
The nat 1.
Nat 1.
Okay. This was with the javelin.
Yep.
Roll
The
a
black eyes, yeah, the spear.
Okay, roll a d20.
A 19.
Broken item. In the hurly-burly of combat, something fragile, like a magic potion you're carrying, breaks. Randomize fragile objects you have in your possession and roll to determine which. Note, better to do this when the combat is over. So we will do that when it is over. Because you'll have to go through your inventory.
There's something fragile that I have on me.
Something within your possession. So make a note of that, and we'll play that out after we get done. Anything else that you want to do?
Well, that was my first attack, so let's attack again. With a 27 to hit this time.
That hits.
So 8 plus 18, which is 26 damage.
Okay. Blood Elemental Blue is dead.
And that means I need a undead blood elemental token.
Unless the ground opens up and swallows whole again.
Well, we'll find out. On my next turn. Not now.
Yeah. Okay. So that kills off Blue. It needs to be. Okay. So, that brings up Aaron Stonefell. You're gonna have to go around to be able to throw that to throw a javelin. I saw what you were doing. Just to clarify, there is a wall there.
there. Okay. I'm going to. No, I clicked the wrong thing.
Okay.
Get off ruler. There we go. Off ruler. So, escape. Come on, Aaron. Walk around. Come with me. I'm trying to move her. Let's see if we can. There we go. Somehow we are moving. We're walking over toward where Relpec is.
Okay.
And what we want to do is, as we approach Relpec, we see that there is still one. What did we call this one? Blood orange.
Well, it's a blood elemental.
It's a blood element.
Blood orange.
That blood orange is cute.
They're very tasty fruit, I'm telling you. Much
But,
as in this case.
Let's try to dispatch this cute character. But I'm going to use my cantrip, Firebolt, with 18 to hit.
18.
Hopefully.
Yes.
With, let's see what kind of damage we can do. With 17 damage
17 damage.
on a cantrip. Yes,
How would you like to do this?
I would like to. I Shazammed that.
Shazammed it. That Aaron, just so you're aware, the when someone kills the final character or the final beast or whatever, we say, how do you want to do this? So you can be as descriptive as you want to, or have us do it for you. You have killed the final blood elemental.
Let's see.
Woo!
I would like to dedicate this kill to our good friend Relpec.
Oh,
And let him have the final say. How say ye, Relpec, about this kill?
Nice.
Poke and prod and do what you must. Make sure that thing turns to dust.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Relpec, huzzah! So be it.
So be it.
Excellent.
And that blood elemental oozes back into the floor, and the final remnants of it are nothing but dust and a little bit of a ring around the tub, so to speak.
You turned it into butt dust?
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Gross. But well played. As that elemental finally starts to ooze down into and break into pieces and become dust and nothing but matter, Relpec gets very excited, especially since you Aaron have acknowledged him, and he looks at you and he shakes your hand furiously, and then he shakes hands with or not hands, but feathers, wings with Kingfisher Blue, and then kind of looks at the mimic altar and kind of pats it very gingerly, and he's hopping from foot to foot and he goes, "Now it's time to go. Let's go," and he starts to make his way up the stairs, and that's where we're going to end it tonight. So,
Bravo.
Yes, very much so.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, considering I thought we were all dying tonight, that went pretty well.
That was a big fight.
No TPK today.
No TPK today. Thank you so much, audience,
CPK.
for yet another episode, number 48, of our continuing adventures in Er'fro'ren. It has been quite an adventure thus far, and we appreciate you being along for the ride. Please stay tuned. We have episode 49 next week, and then our special 50th episode will be coming up in just 2 weeks, and we hope that you will be with us for that. Please stay tuned, because we'll be advertising more and more about upcoming things that are coming up with us. And until the next time, until we meet next week, let's roll.
Monsters